YouTube viewers. Today I am going to be talking about the Samsung Galaxy Tab, the original Tab by Samsung, released late last year in 2010. It's a 7-inch tablet, a lot smaller than the iPad, but I think it is pretty good. In fact, it's shipped with Froyo, as most of you know, which is Android 2.2. That actually wasn't very good, but this tablet has, as you can see, a custom ROM of the Gingerbread 2.3 operating system, and it is a significant difference. Firstly, I'm going to show you some of the benefits of this form factor. Being 7 inches across here, it's actually pretty easy to hold with one hand. As you can see, I can easily grasp it, it won't fall. Another thing, when you activate the tab, all of the buttons are pretty accessible with your thumbs in this position, and the icons, as you can see, I've laid the icons around the bottom third of the page. In landscape, that's because they're quite easy to press with your thumbs. I try not to have the icons up here, even though that's pretty easy to get to with your index finger. So the external buttons along the right hand side, or if you want, you can use it on the left hand side, which sometimes is preferable if you have the audio jack and you have you're using earphones, because if you are holding it in this direction, you'll find that the headphone jack gets in the way of your left hand. I prefer it in this position most of the time because I'm just used to using my right thumb to navigate. So if I wanted to press home, it's always easy to press, back button and search, bringing up the beautiful keyboard here, which is thumb keyboard 4, and it's very easy to press the buttons. As you can see, it's very accessible for either thumb to do any searching that you want to do via Google or anything else. And I'll just test out the keyboard now using Memo. I'll just type in something like the quick brown fox. Now normally with mobile phone keyboard, I find it pretty hard to use these on-screen keyboards, even the iPhone keyboard. My thumbs they're not the biggest thumbs, but I just end up mashing a lot of the keys and making a lot of mistakes. But with this keyboard here, the keys are big enough and large enough to press, and it's generally a very, very smooth experience. But as you can see just now, I made a terrible mistake of I really messed up the word jumps, but as you can see, it's when you're concentrating on what you're typing, it is pretty good. In fact, I've used this to write quite long emails and the experience was quite good. Another thing I want to show you, which is very important for many people, is the browsing experience. With Froyo 2.2, it was absolutely unbearable. The scrolling, let's see if the page will load. The scrolling on Gingerbread is significantly better, and the more the page loads and the freer that single core is, it just becomes buttery smooth, almost like an iPad, which wasn't the case with Froyo. Froyo was pretty much like a slideshow at around 5 to 10 frames per second. Same with the pinch to zoom, that was an absolute joke. But now with Gingerbread and the added acceleration APIs, it works a lot better. Also in the browser, the controls are quite accessible, especially in this landscape position. Your thumbs are able to press pretty much all the areas that you'd want to press. You can create other windows, visit other, manage multiple tabs. You've got your bookmarks up here. So it's all in all a really, really good experience. Far cry from version 2.2. Finally, I'd like to show you perhaps something that is going to be the main reason you're going to be sitting with the tab for long hours, and that is watching video. Now, the video on the original Freuer 2.2 was, I must admit, it was pretty good. In fact, there wasn't any problem at all, and that just carries through with Gingerbread here. The video is very smooth. If I'm going to press something, we're going to see it. I'll just start it earlier. You can see the video comes across. It's quite good. Very nice frame rate. This is actually a 720p clip. And you've got your volume control rocker here. And then you've got your brightness control here. That's dark and bright. So that's a look at the Galaxy Tab Original with Gingerbread 2.3.